Remember when we used to have to do mic checks because we were still learning?
Yes.
And now look, we're like seasoned pros, right?
Absolutely. We're #1 podcasters right now.
We are the #1. We're you're #1 in my heart. This podcast is. There we go. So yesterday when I was at the salon getting my hair done, I heard the lady and the one lady, she was laughing and laughing and laughing, and she was laughing at our show. She was watching it. Yes.
That's what's up.
I know.
When you came in, did she immediately recognize you?
Well, no, she knows me, and then she
Oh, okay, I got you.
So I've made it this far without answering what I do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
They're always like, "What do you do?" And I'm just like, "Oh, like just little creative stuff." And they're like, "Oh, like flyers." I'm like, sort of stuff, like a fly under the radar. And then finally yesterday I was like, well, I got a little podcast. And so they thought that was so cool. So I showed them my podcast. And so they were watching it the whole time. So I thought that was so fun. Does anyone ever tell you that they watch our show?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, they love it.
Aww.
They love it. And my circle's small too, so
that's not true.
Yeah, my circle is small.
That's not true. I went to the mall with you.
True.
Okay.
Well, I think my circle's small.
So you wanna okay. How many times did we get stopped in the mall for we were at the mall for 1 hour. How many times do you think you got stopped?
I can't recall.
Yeah.
You guys were shopping together?
No, it was a business thing.
No, I'm talking about the first time we went to the mall. Wait.
What happened the first time?
You smelled like 19 different colognes and I just stood there waiting.
Yeah, hold up.
But then I had him.
What day was that? That day?
That day.
No.
Yes.
Way.
What? Marcus, did you black out?
I think I blacked out.
No, you didn't. Okay, well then I get to tell the story. So
I remember.
After we left here, we had to get a gift for Nikhil to go to Spain.
Yes.
For his mamacita.
Mm.
So first we went to Macy's in the home goods department. And we picked up every towel. Marcus like, get her a pot holder. I'm like, that's not gonna do. He's like, picture frame. He could give a shit,
I remember now. Damn.
Marcus, you were that fucked up?
Yeah, I was fucked up.
Oh, wait. Okay. So,
damn.
So do you remember the sequence of orders? Of where places we went? That's it? Places?
Places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to Molly's.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we went to the mall, then Mole.
Yeah. Mole?
Yes.
Mole?
It's Mole. Then here. Okay, then the house.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. This doesn't sound as okay. So, anyways, I'm glad that people listen to the show.
Yeah.
And you are well known because that day at the mall, we couldn't get literally, you know how there's little kiosks?
Mm-hmm.
Every 3. This man's acting like he wasn't there. He's like, tell me more.
The hot sauce.
Oh my God, yes.
The hot sauce, yeah.
Wait, did you just remember that now?
It just hit me.
So then Marcus wanted to stop at the hot sauce store. And he wants to try hot sauce after Hey Hay's. And he wants to try the hottest hot sauce. And there's this white guy in there that's when they're so white, they're pink. There was this pink man there. And I was thinking.
He was a pink man.
I'm not doing this. And Marcus is like, just try it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to pass, actually. And then, you know how they give you a chip as a sample? Well, that's how we ended up at Mole. Because homeboy thought that was his appetizer. It's just plowing down those chips. I'm like, are you hungry? Do you need something to eat?
That's fucked up.
It was just jump.
I literally tried damn near every hot sauce in there. I had 13 chips. 13,
yes.
14 chips.
Yes.
He's like, Mommy, can we get this? Mommy, can we get this? Mommy, can we go here?
And they were all so good. When I thought I found one, that was okay. This it.
This is so good.
This shit is so fucking good.
He was the hot sauce cheerleader.
Man.
And then I don't even think you bought anything.
I bought 3 of them. That was a good field trip.
That's fucking right.
Emily and her magic school bus was popping up in places.
But every time we would get anywhere, someone he'd be like, "Oh, what's up?" And I'm just standing there. Next one, "What's up? What's up?" So your circle is definitely not small.
I mean, people are probably familiar with me, but as far as my circle, it's something totally different. But yeah, people do watch our content, and it's a lot of good feedback. They say we got good chemistry. I think we got good chemistry.
Yeah.
And things just flow.
Our second field trip to the mall was a business thing. And I said, Marcus, quote, can you just have my back? And he's like, yeah, I got you. And then I look over and he's like posted up and he looks scary. And all of a sudden, the guy that I came to meet was like, he's not here anymore. I'm like, the fuck? What if you scared him away?
No,
You scared away my business transaction.
I doubt it. It was kind of funny.
No, it was funny, actually. It was funny. You took it very literal. You understood the assignment. You learned that at trash school?
Yeah.
How to be
Solid Waste Academy.
okay, solid Waste Academy. That's where you learned that.
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was pretty good. I'm getting ready to fly out. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go take flight. So they got me through the week, knowing that I'm about to take off
Yeah. When do you leave?
Monday.
Oh, good. Okay. That's good.
I'll bring you guys back some souvenirs.
Like what? Cocaine?
Nice.
You're going to Colombia. Is there a different souvenir?
Absolutely. There's all different types of souvenirs. There's paintings. There's different photos. I can bring you back some, you know. No. I can actually bring you back some refrigerator magnets. I can bring you back
Magnets.
some bottle openers.
Bottle opener. We could always know. Bottle opener is perfect. Yeah, that'll be good. Would you ever go to India?
No.
You have no desire to go to India?
No.
That's okay. She said she's never going back.
Was it a bad experience?
I just was like transplanted there for an extended
That's
period of
fucked up.
time, and I was like, just not having it. It gets kind of old. Just like
How was the food?
food was gas.
Yeah, what? The food is so good.
I just asking.
But like you could get that on Okeechobee. You know what I mean? You don't need to fly all the way.
That's fucked up.
That's not true.
That's fucked
That
up.
is not true. Podcast, if you heard that, no, you
Say
didn't.
some exotic shit, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's good. It's better. No, that's not true. Wow, you just did the ultimate plug for Taste of India. No, India.
She canned it. Okeechobee? Ain't nothing but gas stations and fucking fast food.
There's like 3 Indian restaurants on Okeechobee Boulevard alone.
I've never
You don't
seen
need to
it.
fly all the way to India.
I've never seen it.
Okay, so well, Jamaica you've been to, right? Obviously. Yes. Like a lot of times?
Yes.
Have you lived there?
If you want to call summers, yeah.
I do feel like that counts, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like
The whole
anytime.
entire summer.
Yeah. Every summer?
Pretty frequent, yeah.
Damn. Did you like it?
I loved it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, my grandfather used to just give me money and just tell me to go.
Damn. What did your people do?
I was just like that kid that, you know, fly in that everybody waits for.
Yeah.
Because, you know, where my family's from in Jamaica, it's not really the most, I guess, economically stable area. Back in those days, in the early 90s, if you wanted water, you have to go catch the water and bring it back to the house.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed doing that. We used to move goats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
See, you would like India.
Yeah, when I was 14, 15.
What do you mean you don't like places with sidewalks now?
American driver's test in the literal room in India online. I slept on a cot for like 60 days straight. I felt like
You was there for 2 months?
Oh, more than that. I think it's definitely more. Yeah.
Damn. You got dropped off.
Oh, you have no idea. We've been through some shit. I had to say goodbye to her in 7th grade at a bus stop before she went to a field trip. And I was just like, bye, baby. I didn't know when I'll see her again. I had to go to India and I didn't know when I would see her. And it was so hard. And then finally when I could get her there, then, you know, she came. But like, yeah, no, it was a lot. It was definitely a lot.
Gotta be.
My science teacher got me fucking surfing around for fossils. And my family's overseas in India.
Yeah, she went on a field trip and she said,
I'm in this fucking creek and they're like, try not to cry. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
The fuck? You shark teeth right now?
Like, we all had to leave her.
You're not feeling that right now.
Yeah, because we couldn't take her out of school.
Yeah.
And Nikhil and Devi at that time were so little, we could. So we put them in school in India and we had to leave her. And I had no return flight. I had no idea when I would be back. Like it was a lot. It was crazy. But my mom, she was sick. So like, you know, we had to go and that was it. But yeah, that was wild. So speaking of like, different cultures and stuff, Jamaicans, like, don't you guys believe in like voodoo and things like that? How come everyone says that?
Everyone says that. I think
The
that's more
people
of
say that.
a French, like Haitian thing.
Oh, they believe in voodoo.
Yeah.
So
Jamaicans don't call it voodoo.
what? Oh, but it's a thing. Like a witchcraft.
I don't know. I don't know.
So I have a surprise for you, Marky Mark. Since
What's
we're close to Halloween, also,
What's the surprise now?
we have a tarot card reader here,
Really?
and she's
Oh,
very
shit.
good. And have you ever had your tarot cards read?
Nobody had my palm read before.
What did it say?
Everything that's
It says you've been active. No,
no. No, I didn't say that. That gotta come out. Edit.
Okay, all right. I'm so sorry. So without further ado, we're gonna bring in Chrissie. Marcus, I hope your grandma doesn't watch our show. Does she?
No.
Okay, good.
No, she doesn't.
Does she know you have one?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's good. So, Chrissy, will you introduce yourself? And then Marcus was saying he's only ever had his palm read. So maybe tell us what's the difference.
Yeah, so my name is Chrissy,
Mhm.
and I've had the pleasure of being with Kana House Studios a few times, reading tarot at their different events. So
Sweet.
it's really awesome to be back here. So yeah, my name's Chrissy, and I'm the founder of Arcana Yoga and Tarot.
Awesome.
So yeah, Arcana Yoga is mostly a yoga studio, but it's informed by tarot. So we have tarot events, tarot readings. We actually have 2 coming up, led by me. So we're doing
Okay.
a yoga or a tarot like introduction course that's going to be on the 13th of October, and then a more like in-depth tarot workshop that's going to be over the weekend of the 20th and the 19th. I don't know when this is airing, but yeah, it's just kind of like a whole wellness space
Sweet.
for yoga and tarot. Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, I love that.
Just hearing you say that puts me like in a zen state
Yeah.
of mind.
Yeah.
That's so
Zenish.
good. Okay, well, walk us through the process, and then I was telling Marcus that you were like the real deal. You guys have no idea, Chrissy. Like, why? I gotta move this thing. Chrissy literally like was here through some wild times for me. So, it'll be interesting to see what comes out tonight.
Yeah, so tarot is actually, people think that it's some like old ancient practice, but it's actually really not. It began like kind of in like the 18th, 19th century, so it's not some like old ancient practice.
Got you.
People read tarot in different ways, and it's a form of what they call divination. So people use tarot as a tool to kind of pull out different themes in your life, and it operates in the past, the present, and the future. So oftentimes tarot will tell you kind of what you already know and then give you insight and advice on how to move forward
Sweet.
with things that are happening in your life.
Okay.
And it's kind of freaky. So like I've read before for the Kana family, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, like I have no idea how the cards knew that, and kind of give advice on how to move forward. So yeah.
I'm so
Okay.
excited.
So yeah, you want your cards read?
Let's do it.
Yay, I'm
Let's do it.
so excited. Okay.
So everyone reads cards differently, and I kind of have my own little like ritual. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna use my sage to cleanse the deck. So this is my working deck.
Okay.
And the reason that I use sage is because I use this deck a lot. Like I'll read a few times a week. So I use my sage to kind of just like bring in, or not even bring in, the opposite, to kind of like
Cleanse.
the
Okay.
deck from like
Like a
old.
reset type of thing.
Exactly. So I always do this. And so sage comes from like Native American. I'm like so nervous. I don't
Why?
know
Is it the
why.
cameras, you think, or the lights?
I don't know, but like in a good way though. Like I'm
Oh,
excited to
good.
be here.
Yay!
I'm like lighting this. I'm like, ooh, I'm kind of shaky. but in a
Listen,
good
the
way.
whole Kana family loves us and
Thank
Chrissy,
you.
so we all love you.
Thank you. So I'm gonna use this smoke that's kind of rolling, and I'm gonna use that to go over the deck. And then, sorry for like the dead air. And then I'm going to hand the deck to you.
Okay. Already?
Yeah. And then I'm going to, and this kind of, I do this for all my readings.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you just to kind of to take a moment with the deck. And so this moment can be for you to allow your energy to kind of like surround and saturate the deck.
Okay.
So just a little moment of intimacy. So you might want to close your eyes or maybe imagine yourself and the deck surrounded by the same light. So just taking a moment with the deck. And if you have a question, maybe placing that question in your mind, using that moment now to kind of let that question surround the deck, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. I'm getting a kick out of this, huh?
No, you know, when I'm so excited, I can't like contain myself. Poor Mark. That's true.
This is different.
And then whenever you're ready, you can just hand the deck back.
Marcus, I hope you're thinking what I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking something for you. What we were just talking
I'm
about.
afraid.
No, come on, what we were just talking about. Like,
don't tell me.
What?
No, like,
And then whenever you're ready, you can just hand the deck back to me.
Wait, can I text him or no?
You can, but don't tell me what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text
him. But
him.
yeah, no, if you want to like chat about it, you can. So then what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna shuffle the deck until I'm like intuitively called to stop.
Okay.
And then we're gonna pull a few cards.
Okay.
And then
you text me?
Then I'm gonna do the reading from there. So you can ask the question out loud if you want to, or the way that I prefer to do it is to like go blind.
What I'm saying? Like a venture like this? Okay, fine. No or no? Are you giving me dirty looks?
No.
Okay. All right, fine.
So I'm gonna start shuffling, and the shuffle might take a few seconds. I'm gonna try to make it quick because I know that we're like on podcast.
No, girl, take your time. Take a big deep breath and take your time. No, don't worry about that. It's all good. You take seriously, it's all good. Plus they edit, so if they have to, they'll just speed things up.
So the cool thing about tarot is that there are so many different themes that run through the deck that have to do with like love, finance, relationships, like with your family, that could come up in this reading. So regardless of how like specific or vague your question might be, like the theme really might come up in the reading.
Okay.
Wow.
So we will see what comes up. One thing too that I kind of already iterated is that sometimes the tarot tells us what we already know. So it's going to be like an affirmation of what's going on. And then hopefully it resonates. So I always like to say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And then after we do our reading, I'd love to hear what's going on and see what did resonate.
Okay.
So kind of see like what lines up.
The kids went first.
Okay.
So at an event, and they were like, "Oh my gosh,
They were shook.
Yes, they were like, "You have to go do this."
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah, sometimes when I do, well, not sometimes, like every time I go to an event, like the events that you hold, like I'll read at parties and stuff like that, people will leave my readings like crying. Like,
yeah.
Damn.
Like they were like so moved. So
yeah,
it's like legit. It's a legitimate practice.
It's wild. Duck went too, right?
We all went.
Yeah, and then I was last to go in the family, and then yeah, it was intense. It was really cool.
All right, you ready? Okay. I'm gonna pull 3 cards, and then if I feel called to pull a 4th, sometimes I do that as an affirmation card if you want to get more information. But I'm gonna start with 3, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Okay. Will you take some cell phone shots too?
Okay. So right away, this is like a really profound, strong reading, and I'm gonna go a little bit through like the anatomy of the deck, which I always like to do just to bring some context, so it doesn't sound like I'm just randomly chatting. So, I'm gonna start with explaining what Arcana is, which is kind of where my studio's name comes from.
Yeah.
So there's the major arcana and the minor arcana of the deck. Is just kind of 2 ways the deck is classified. And so the major arcana are a few cards that symbolize like big life events or things that have like really emotionally charged or important things happening in your life. And these are like these big cards. So we pulled 2 of these in these readings that you see in movies. It's like the Death card or like the Tower or the High Priestess. It's like these big face cards you normally see in movies. And then we have the minor arcana, which are separated into 4 different suits, like a normal playing deck would be categorized in, which we have 1 card. So we're starting off with Justice. We move into Death, and then we move into. And don't be scared. Death is one of my favorite cards.
Wait, we love marking.
No, Death is one of my favorite cards of the whole deck, which we will get into, I promise. And then we move into the Suit of Pentacles. And the Suit of Pentacles, we're going to be talking about finances, money, and the workplace. So that's kind of going to be a theme of the reading in general.
Okay.
All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so justice. Also, we're going to be talking about past, present, and future here
Mm-hmm.
as well. That's the 3 cards that I pulled. So we're going to be kind of moving in like a sequential order as we move through this reading.
Okay.
So justice is where we're beginning. Justice is a really awesome card. And in general, if we're looking at the justice card by itself,
Mm-hmm.
this is a card of fairness. It's a card that brings about themes of making just decisions. And especially like the theme of decision making in itself.
Gotcha.
So oftentimes when the justice card is brought into a reading, it's usually when not only decisions need to be made, but they're important decisions that need to be made with a sound, just mind. Also, the person that's depicted in this card, at first glance, you might think that this is a man because it's sitting on a throne, and oftentimes when we see cards in the deck with someone on a throne,
Mm-hmm.
it's a man, like
Yeah.
sitting on the throne, but this card is actually a woman. And so it also brings about themes of like intuition, softness, like that kind of feminine
Mhm.
energy. So we're beginning the reading with the Justice card. This is the card kind of in the immediate past. So it's setting the theme of the reading, moving through making a decision where it's an important life decision, major arcana card, where we're needing to move from a place of intuition, making a sound and just decision from that place of intuition. So that's how we're starting this reading. That's
Okay.
like the
I
kind
love
of
this.
general theme.
Okay.
Okay.
So good.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So that's like where we're
Yeah.
beginning this
Okay.
reading.
Yes.
Sweet.
Then we're moving into the death card. And so that kind of card always brings like a shudder into people, but it's one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. And because it really shouldn't be called the death card, it really should be called the rebirth card. Death in this reading, or not even in just this reading, in all readings, it symbolizes the beginning of something new.
Mhm.
It's like rising from the ashes. Death in the whole Arcana Tarot universe symbolizes the beginning of a whole new cycle. The death card, I don't know, like if you can see, it depicts like a skeleton riding on a horse.
Mhm.
And every time you see a horse in the tarot deck, it symbolizes forward movement. Like it's not a dead horse, like it's a horse that's alive moving through something.
Mhm.
And so this card symbolizes like the beginning of something brand new. And it's in the present. And so what we're looking at here is stepping into a brand new chapter. And so if we read this together, the justice and the death card together, we've made a decision, or it's already happened in the past. So we're making this decision that is firing up the brand new beginning of something. And what is this something? It is the flourishing and the abundance
Mhm.
of a financial endeavor.
Mm.
So this card, it is the 9 of Pentacles, and this card comes after a lot of hard work has been done and you were watching your money grow, essentially. So if you look at the depiction of this card again, I don't really know if you can see very well, but this person is, underneath this person is all of this money that's like growing out of a bush. And he's so unconcerned with his money that he's like looking up at a bird and he's like, I don't even give a shit about my money because I've done all my work. And
Gotcha.
it's just like, it's not even a worry of mine because all my hard work has been done and I'm not even worried about it. And so it's a card of like total financial fulfillment. The work has been done and you can just kind of sit back and chill. Like that's what this card symbolizes. It's a really beautiful card.
Kick my feet up.
Yeah, it's literally a kick your feet up card.
I love this.
Yeah. It's like it's literally the card of watching your money grow. Like that's
Mhm.
it. It's literally like growing from the ground. The hard work has been done and you can just kick your feet up and chill. So what this reading shows, and I don't even need to pull a 4th card. This is like a really, really clear reading. Decisions needed to have been made. You've made the decisions, you're stepping into a new chapter, and the result is like a really sound financial future.
Yay! I love this. I love that. Oh my god, I love that so
Yeah,
much.
I love it.
Cool. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, is
I
that
receive it? Yeah. Yeah.
okay? Cool. Did that have anything to do with the question that you had to ask?
Mhm.
Did it?
Yeah.
What was the question?
About this endeavor that she and I just embarked on.
Ooh, what is it? Should I know yet? Or
I don't want to speak for
Okay.
Marcus.
Okay.
So whatever he wants to share. But I can say from my perspective, like, he's very talented.
Yes. You don't have to say anything, but whatever it is that you're working on, the decision was correct. According to the cards, it's the beginning of something new. Obviously, like, maybe you had to put things aside in a symbolic, like, the death way. Like, sometimes, you know, doors need to close to move on to something new. And it looks like it's going to be like a fruitful future.
Yeah. It's just timing.
Yeah.
It's timing. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timing is the hardest part, especially like with business endeavors. Like, that's what I learned with opening my business, is like, timing is everything.
I know. They're so good.
Yeah.
Listen, I love this. I love it. I'm so happy. Do you feel happy?
Yeah,
with that,
yeah,
lady?
definitely.
And my nerves have subsided.
I know, I can tell. You
like,
feel good.
Wow.
Yeah.
My groove.
No, because I am in his ear, like, you're so talented, and he
Thank
is.
you.
And like it's all good. Like, I think that was really good.
Thanks.
Are we good? Yeah, okay. All right. She's gonna do mine next. I'm so nervous. Do you have any questions for her?
Does that sound accurate?
Yes, it does. Actually, it's very moving. I guess physically, definitely motivating to kind of give me the more of a push, and also understanding and clear direction on things, how things are looking.
He's gonna make some decisions, new business endeavors, and he's gonna be stacked. And like, just for like perspective, in his own path, like, he's just like, this guy has so many certifications and so many different accolades and things, and like, I don't think there's anywhere like, it's so many, you know, it's like a book of them. So I'm always like in his ear, like,
but it's just timing.
Yeah,
it's just
correct.
timing. That's it.
Oh, I'm happy.
The resources are there. It's just the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, like I said, like, timing really is everything. And I'm glad that you were moved.
Yeah,
like,
I was moved.
I was moved.
At first I was like, oh shit, you know, but then it's like,
yeah,
I feel it now. I get it now.
Yeah. Cool. I'm so
the
glad.
death card scared me.
That was
That was good. That was good.
Yay.
That was good. I really felt it.
Oh, that's good.
Yay, tarot brings us all together.
It does. It's so good. I'm so happy. That was a good read.
That's different.
The death card made me nervous. I was like,
it always makes the death card and the devil card. Every time
Yeah.
those two cards come up in a reading, people like shit their pants a little bit. And those are easily like my two favorite cards to pull, because they really are not scary. They're like just a reminder of like new phases.
Yeah.
The devil card can be a little weird. That card has to do with vices and kind of like breaking yourself from shackles of poor habits, but it's never like a death sentence or anything like that. Tarot is like usually a help rather than a hindrance. For sure.
You're the best. I'm so glad.
It definitely was a decision that was made, and definitely a new beginning is going to happen, and you pretty much gave me the end result.
Yay!
And I really appreciate that.
That's so
very
good.
reassuring.
Cool.
Very
That makes
reassuring.
me so happy. Yay!
You ready?
Can I sit here, or you want me to move?
You can, if you want to stay there. You totally can.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
Easier.
Does it mess up
I can
your
just pass you the cards.
mojo, or are you good? Okay.
Unless you want to come snuggle with me, you can.
Yeah, come snuggle. Come snuggle.
I feel like you should.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was good. It was good. It was good.
Okay. I'm coming.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
That was
Yay!
good.
I'm so happy for you.
That's
So,
awesome.
and then, okay, yeah. So that gives me confirmation when I'm always in his ear. I'm sure you want to block me some days.
So I'm gonna go back to my little ritual. I'm gonna light my sage, and I'm going to create a clean slate for us.
You smell the sage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, because the studio smells like turkey sandwich for some reason.
Yo.
When I walked in, I was like, who did this?
It smells so bad.
Why does it have a funk some days? I don't know. Bro, cheese and banana bread. We got cheese and banana bread.
Y'all, listen. I don't know what y'all had going on in here earlier. I'm surprised.
Oh, yeah.
I see why there's goat cheese and fucking frog legs and.
Yeah, it took me out. I had to take a nap in the parking
She
lot.
said, "Oh my god!"
I couldn't say.
She slept in the parking lot at school. At one point, she's like, "I can't type anymore."
Damn.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, that was at like 10 a.m. So okay.
Not the 10 a.m.
Oh,
THC
10
thing.
a.m.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen,
Okay.
she gets some
What?
weird
I forgot.
stuff.
Read your cards before? I was like, I know you. I remember.
Do I shuffle? I don't shuffle, right? I just touch
You
them.
actually can if you want.
Good, because I'm a fidgeter.
So
I'm
this
not
is
a
your
fidget.
this is your moment with the cards. You absolutely
Okay.
can shuffle the deck if you want.
I know what
Yeah.
I want to
See,
know.
I didn't want to shuffle the deck. I wanted the most,
That's the thing
sincere,
too, is like the moment you have with the deck can be your moment. So if
Mm.
stillness is what you crave with the deck,
No,
be
the
still. And
opposite.
if shuffling is what you need, shuffle.
Man.
You walked in and I was like, I've read your cards before.
Yeah.
I know that I have.
It was at the
Yo, Chrissy got me through some freaking weird dark times for sure.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
I think so.
So do you want to ask a question aloud or do you want to go blind like we just did?
I want to ask a question, I think.
Drum roll.
Okay. Well, I want to know about like my like do I have a dating life? Like where'd it go? What happened? Yeah, like a
Where'd it go? What
relationship.
So what we
Yeah.
can do is
So is there any hope for me ever?
so as I shuffle the deck, I'm gonna shuffle with the intention to pull that out.
Okay.
Sometimes the deck doesn't answer doesn't answer questions.
Okay.
Maybe you should ask a more specific question. That's a yes or no.
Oh
So
no.
yes or no questions for the deck because these cards are super nuanced.
Okay,
Right?
okay. Will I ever have like real love?
That's still a yes or no.
Yes, that's a yes or no. That's better, right? You told me yes or no.
Not a yes or no. So maybe it's like, where will my love life end up? Like, so we're open.
What if it's like on the side of fucking I-95?
But we can go in as like
Okay.
what does your love life look like?
Okay, yeah. Well, it's non-existent. You're not gonna have a card to pull.
In the future.
Oh, okay.
Just say like, what is your love life?
What will my love life look like in the future?
How will her love life end up?
What I'm gonna
There
do
you go.
that's gonna be the energy going into the reading. And as you know, I don't sugarcoat my readings.
Marcus, I'm scared.
Don't be afraid.
But what all that also means is if I pull this reading and it doesn't make sense for that question, I'm gonna just read it how I see it. I'm not gonna push it and be like, oh, like,
hold me.
This is what this is. So I'm going to go in.
You should just say, man, when my boo gonna come pick me up and ride me off in the sunset?
Mark.
I'm gonna go in hoping that we get that.
Do you have any hope for me?
I have hope for you.
You do? That's so
I
nice of
do.
you. Yeah,
Yes, I
okay.
do.
I appreciate that so much.
funny.
Dun dun dun.
Look at this.
I know, we're holding pinkies.
Wait, you gotta get a picture of this to play.
That is an intimate connection right there.
It's the pinky roll.
Amen.
I'm peeking. What do we do? Oh,
She
no.
about to pee on herself.
She's still shuffling. What does that mean?
I might shuffle for a while. No, you can chat. No. Well, we're so fun. Not the side eye.
Yes, side eye her for me, please. Hold me.
I promise. I'm going as fast as I can.
No, it's okay.
No. Take your time. Take your time.
Marcus said we have to find a good suitor.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull 3 cards. And like I said, if I feel called to pull one more, I will. But I always start with these small readings with 3.
Okay.
All right. We're looking for love life, and I'm just going to read. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
We're beginning with that same card that we pulled the last time.
For me again?
But we're already getting some motion cards here. Okay.
Motion?
Emotion.
Oh. I had motion. I was like, damn.
You got some motion, huh?
I got motion somewhere.
Like I mentioned before, if the reading didn't come out right away as some sort of like emotional reading that had to do with love life,
yeah,
I wasn't going to like be like bullshit and be like, oh, like this is love life.
Yeah, we know. We remember what happened last time. That's how. Don't worry.
It's not jumping out to me right away as love life based. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just give you the reading at face value as how I see it.
Just go. Yep.
And you just let me know if by the end of this resonates with you. Because it's not jumping out right away as love life based. However, the reading still might resonate with
It's
you in a way that
probably
makes
actually
sense.
still right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I got my head down and I understand. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's
So
go.
what's
I
funny
know.
is we're beginning with the card that we ended with his reading, which is that place of financial fruitfulness.
Okay.
And that's the first card that we pulled. So we're beginning with that theme right off the bat. So I know you like very mildly, but still, like I know you're a queen that like sits on your throne of like slayness.
Thank
Like
you.
you're a business owner. Like when I actually like think of you, this is what comes to mind. Like I do
Aw.
think of a boss lady that does have her shit together,
Thank you.
and that does like just kind of have that energy of kicking your feet up, like he said. And so that's kind of the beginning of
Okay.
the theme, and where this card is placed is that immediate past. So I don't really even need to kind of re-explain that card. We're beginning with the card that we ended
Got
with in
it.
the last reading.
Okay.
As we move through the reading, so the next card that we get is the Six of Cups. And also, really quick anatomy of the deck, which I didn't even start with of this reading. We didn't get any major arcana cards, which are those big playing cards
Oh,
like I
yeah.
mentioned before. These are minor arcana cards.
Okay.
And we got 3 cards of different suits, each of them,
Mm.
which is really interesting because we're playing off 3 different elements, 3 very different energies. So
Okay.
the first card was that finance card that had to do with, it's very earth element based, because it's dealing with the money. This next card is the Six of Cups, like I mentioned. So that's water. That's very emotion based. And then this last card that we pulled is the Wands. And so that's action based and fire. So these are 3 different elements.
Okay.
So it's a very kind of like rounded reading. So
Yeah.
anyways, as we step into the next card, this is the Six of Cups. This is a card of charity and like having connection with others. And it's charity, the way that it could be is you could be the one giving and you also could be the one receiving. And it's not charity, financial charity, although it could be if we read it with that first card. It's like emotional charity.
Okay.
So it's emotional charity and also specifically like nostalgia. It's like when you're feeling like you know, when you like look back on a memory with people and you feel that like emotional exchange with people, and it almost feels like that really nice like emotional connection, like that beautiful giving of the back and forth. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not charity as in like a handout, but it's that kind of like you're having that exchange together. Like that's kind of what I mean as a charity. Like it's not like a begging or a giving. It's kind of like that nostalgic exchange that you have with one another.
Okay.
And so when I read these 2 cards, so that's the kind of card by itself. So when I read these 2 cards together, it makes me wonder is if this reading these 2 cards together, this emotional connection in this present place, you're pulling this connection, this emotional presence from the workplace. So as I continue this reading, as I move forward into the next card, the setting, the context of this emotional place, this emotional nostalgia that we're speaking of, is coming from the workplace. Like maybe this person that we're calling in this reading is related to your work. So maybe it's you, maybe it's your kids that you work with in the workplace. Like that's kind of who
I'm gonna tell you where it's coming from when you're done. But you're right.
That's what I'm saying is like sometimes when
you're
I read,
100%
I don't
right.
know what's happening in your life.
Yeah.
But you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, that's real deal.
Yeah.
Real deal.
So cool. So far it's resonating with you. And then this is where we move into this last card. And again, this to me, as I speak this, I don't know what's happening in your life, but this is going to be like a big something. So I don't know what this something is, but this is what this is. So this is the King of Wands. The suit of Wands has to do with taking action and making decisions.
Okay.
The King of Wands. So like I mentioned before, these suits are split into 4 suits, just like a regular playing deck of cards. And there's court cards like a regular suit of cards would be in. So there's like the ace, the king, and the queen, like a regular playing deck of cards would be.
Okay.
And sorry if this is a lot of information, but I feel like it's kind of relevant.
Interesting, yeah.
And so this is the King of Wands. So if we think about the two polar energies of a king and a queen, there is the Queen of Wands and there's the King of Wands. And so if we thought of what the Queen of Wands would be, the Queen of Wands would be someone that sat in her throne and made decisions from a place of intuition, who made decisions from a place of softness, who made decisions from a more maternal place. But we didn't pull that card.
Okay.
We pulled the King of Wands. This is someone that makes decisions from the place of a more masculine place. And I would say that you have like that kind of masculine.
No, it's fun. It's fine. Yeah.
And like, and I mean that in a really flattering way.
Yes.
Like you're a boss.
Yeah,
woman,
I get
right?
shit done. 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they're not someone that necessarily makes passive decisions that the Queen of Wands might. So it's someone that makes decisions logically, right? There's someone that makes decisions without batting an eye. There's someone that makes decisions
that's me.
Strongly,
100%.
correctly. Like they don't need to consult other people. Like they just get shit done.
Yeah.
In essence. And so that's what that card means by itself. And so when we take this card by itself and then incorporate it into the rest of the reading, I don't personally know what that means for myself as I'm reading it, but for you, it might mean something as you look at this emotional connection that you have with this person.
Yeah.
That is probably related to your business in some sort of way.
Damn, you're good. Because I threw you for a wild card. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of set you up.
No. This person that this reading is referring to is going to be a catalyst in this really big decision that you're going to be needing to make.
Yes.
And so there is a decision that you're moving forward into that you're already naturally good at making this decision.
Yeah.
That they are going to be a player in you making this decision. But you're already really good at making decisions. You kind of are the King of Wands anyway, but they're in your future. You are going to be making a decision. And it's going to be related to whomever this person is that you share this kind of like nostalgic, mutual, like charitable relationship with that's based in this kind of like workplace environment.
Damn, that's good. All right, that's good. So, okay, I'm going to put you on game because you know what? I'm not actually looking for a relationship. I ain't worried about my love life. Like I think is it going to happen? Maybe, but I am so focused right now on the business. And off late, especially I would say like in the last year, like there is no one else to make some of the decisions that I have to make on a day-to-day. Like large corporations, organizations come to me to make decisions on their behalf, you know? And I have gotten very good at standing in my own, like I made the decision and I stand on it, you know? And in that, where my mindset is and why I haven't really been like looking for anything is because I am so laser focused. It's not, for me, it's not just the business. It's bigger than me. It's them. You know, I've known Jenna Lee since I was 14 years old. These are my kids. Like, I am trying to get as far as I can get to make that their beginning line. Like, they deserve so much. We all deserve more, but like they definitely do. So I am working and it's in a way that's so intentional right now and focused on their future as well. So it's not just me, you know, I don't even want it for myself the way I want it for them. I don't care about me the way I care about them. And like right now I'm making a decision for my son, you know, to set him up for, you know, to keep the businesses going. And like, but when I tell you everything that I'm doing, I mean, oh my God, that's the reason. Like I worry more about them. So that's that nostalgia. I think about our journey, you know, she put her faith in me. I'm like, hey, can you come help me at the business? And she did. Thank God for her. We wouldn't be where we are. She came home, you know, they saw something in me when I didn't see it. So now it's my turn. I have to do this for them, you know, for Nick Hill. Possibly duck if you don't get your shit together. That's on camera, okay? No, I'm just joking. But like, yeah, no, it's so much bigger than me. And in fact, I met somebody this week. This guy is trying to sell me his services. You know, I'm a business coach. So he said, I help keep people motivated and keep their head in the game. I was like, I would never need that. You would never hold me more accountable than I'll hold me accountable.
Absolutely.
Because it's bigger than me. Like it's bigger than me. I'm trying to tell you, like I just had this shift. I don't want it for me anymore. It's like, I don't. And for that, you'll never make, I'm like, I'm not stopping I know exactly what needs to happen. I have it all in my mind, and I'm laser.
One's energy. Like that is.
Yeah, see?
So do you know who this person is?
It's them. It's a collective.
Oh,
It's
yes,
them.
true,
It's
true,
the
true,
journey. So Nikhil
true.
now, is stepping into his own,
Yes.
I'm bringing him in on some of the finances and accounting
Mhm.
decisions. And Davy, look, she's doing her thing.
Big things, yeah.
So it's like, it's all of them. Before, I felt a different type of pressure, to like, I just had to make sure that I got everyone paid and this and that. I don't think like that anymore. I'm like, I got to get them their own legacy. They need their own future. I like, even for her, I've done some things over the last 2 weeks to ensure just, just longevity. So if something happens, like, she's going to be okay too. I want them to have it on their own. I don't want them dependent on me. They've got to have it on their own too. So I know exactly what that is. And I'm so laser focused. So I know. So I set you up a little every now and then. I think, wonder if any guy will ever like me, because I'm so busy. I don't pay attention to nobody. And sometimes they'll be like, oh, he was hitting on you. I fucking don't even tell.
Just by knowing her.
I don't even know.
Just by meeting her, it's like, I don't think she can ever switch.
Yeah.
I can't see her in a place of like calm.
Yeah. That's been my nature my whole life.
I can never see her on the beach with her feet up, sipping a pina colada. I don't see it.
I do. Yeah, I do. But I have, once all my stuff, like if I know my things are done, like it's not that I don't have like an on-off switch or have a balance. I could have that, and I do have it. But I'm in this season right now where it's like, look, to be honest with you too, the economy is a bitch. I feel like I am like intersecting with that at all times. So I'm trying to outwork that for everybody. So we're going after bigger contracts, which means we have to put in a lot of work up front to get them, and we're going after these. I'm investing in new tools to make us more sustainable. Like, so that's what has to happen. But, for right now, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make sure they're okay for as long as God's going to keep me on this earth. And then I got about 5 more years. And then you guys, hopefully y'all, it's great and everybody's great. And then I can chill out. Yeah, no, then I'm going to the beach with a pina colada. I don't kick my feet up.
I'm not saying, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. 100 times a day.
Oh shit.
Marcus is the opposite of me. He's so chill. Yeah.
You have really chill energy.
Yeah. I don't know how, like, I probably annoy him. I don't know. If he doesn't answer me quick enough, I'm like calling him.
Yeah. I don't know. I think just,
he said, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. My life is so, I believe in simplicity. That's just it.
It's the opposite of me.
I learned simplicity at a very young age. That was kind of like drilled into me by my mom. Simplicity, and also working at SWA. There ain't nothing much to do but get up in the morning and go get it. That's it.
Yesterday, I talked his whole ear off and told him my entire day while he stared at the computer on the FaceTime was on. I was like, and then I dropped my bag, all my stuff spilled out, and it was out of order. Then I broke a nail. Then I did this.
And she showed me her nail. I got it fixed.
I feel like I'm a combination of like the two of you on any given day. Like,
yeah,
my yoga like brings me down to your level, and then like an hour later, I'm like,
yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm here and I'm Ruben. You know what? Even William today, he told me, and William, People of Purpose, that's my boy. He told me today, I make him nervous. He said, I got to go smoke a cigarette before I sit next to you. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, and also last week with the hurricane shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, are we going to be okay? Like, oh my God, do we need gas? Like,
she
no.
would not listen that it was not coming.
I said, it's just going to get some winds, a couple leaves on the ground, but no real damage. Then I get a picture. God. They got the 4-wheelers and some other shit in gas station. Like they about to leave.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
Yeah.
Where can people find you and follow you?
They can find us on Instagram at arcanayogastudio.com.
Okay.
They can find us on our website at arcanayogastudio.com. All of our classes, our workshops, all of our stuff can be found on the website to book us there. We have yoga classes 7 days a week. We're open 7 days a week for classes.
Wow.
So a classic yoga studio. We book tarot readings 7 days a week as well. We also do Reiki. We have sound healing. We do natal charts. We really do everything that any sort of like metaphysical.
Arcana.
Yeah.
Collab.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like
Yeah. We're on
Arcana House Studios field trip. Let's
Facebook.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, let's go.
Instagram, Arcana Yoga Studio, arcanayogastudio.com. We're on the Mindbody app to book through there.
Nice.
So yeah, definitely.
And that's
Thank you for-
ARCANA.
ARCANA Yoga Studio.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us for another episode of We Just Met. Marcus.
We out.
Yeah.